Hello and welcome to I've Seen Everything, where the name is ironic and the reactions are... Hi everyone, my name's Andrew and welcome to yet another movie reaction out here for you, and today we have a special one that is dear to my heart. One that came to my mind and I decided I wanted to do out here because I'm watching the new Batman series. If you want to go check it out over on the Patreon, the Batman Cape Crusader series. It's really good. It's different direction on a lot of things, but I'm really enjoying it. But I can't watch that series without thinking about Batman the Animated Series, especially considering Kevin Conroy, who will always be my Batman, was supposed to be part of that series before he unfortunately passed away a few years ago. For many of us, Kevin Conroy has been the voice of Batman for a very long time. It's the voice that we hear when we even read Batman in comics, and Mark Hamill has always been his Joker, and they are both in this movie that we're watching today. This is the only movie to come out of Batman the Animated Series, or anywhere else in that universe, that was actually released in theaters. And I saw this movie in December of 1993. I remember being incredibly excited to see this movie because I was such a huge Batman the Animated Series fan. And the existence of this movie shows how popular that show was when it first started out. The show only started in September of 1992. This was only a little bit more than a year later that they released a movie in the theater. And I'm always happy and slightly moved online to hear people talk about how this is still one of their favorite Batman movies. Some people go so far as to claim this is the best Batman movie ever released. I don't know if I'll go that far, but I do love this movie a lot, and I do love this universe a lot. So in honor of the Batman Cape Crusader show we've all been watching, in honor of the amazing performances of Kevin Conroy and Mark Hamill as Batman and Joker in this universe, among many other people, I've decided this week to pay tribute to one of my very favorite Batman movies, Batman Mask of the Phantasm. So let's not waste any more time talking about this movie. Let's get to watching this movie, but before we do, I want to be sure to invite you to check out the Patreon. The full-length reaction to this movie is available over on the Patreon right now. There's other full-length movie reactions over there, exclusive television show reactions, all kinds of stuff. I hope you go check it out and consider becoming a patron. Any support that you offer over there or over here is always greatly appreciated. And speaking of over here, if you'd be so kind as to go ahead and hit the like and subscribe button, click the bell so you can see when I'm putting out new videos. And that is it, folks. Let's not waste another moment. Let us get to watching 1993's Batman, The Mask of the Phantasm. Here we go. I remember being so excited for this movie. I got this soundtrack, even back then, I think. All of this Shirley Walker score. The art of this universe is just so beautifully done. It really is.
3 years on the plates alone.
Jeez, Mr. Saul, I can't tell the difference.
It's identical down at Ben Franklin's stubble. I wanted to launch it through the casino with $500,000 a week.
Have a movie for kids in '93 that's basically a gangster movie talking about money laundering. The kind of standard the show set, where they treated them kind of as detective stories from the 30s and 40s. He certainly knew how to clear out a room quickly, didn't he?
Chucky saw.
Batman!
Nah, not quite Batman.
Your angel of death awaits.
What do you want?
I want you, Chucky boy.
I want you to remember this was for children in the 90s. It might seem pretty tame now, but this was pretty dark compared to what other things were being made for children back then. You got to give it to the Phantasm. They're on the hood of a car. Doesn't seem that concerned at all about their own safety, or just cares about getting their prey. Well, I can't imagine that that's how they intended it to happen, but there you go. Batman's late to the party, shows up just in time to take the credit he doesn't want for a gangster being killed.
I'm sorry, Councilman, but you can't blame Batman for what happened to Chucky Saul.
A lot of people, including the police, I might add, think Batman's as unstable as the crooks he brings in.
Yeah, Gordon in this world too. I love their relationship. It's really Gordon and Batman that are partners in the universes, at least, where they've developed that relationship properly.
Why, you're the very model of sanity. Oh, by the way, I've pressed your tights and put away your exploding gas balls.
Alfred always had a way of being able to stick it to him.
Some kind of dense, long-chain macromolecular polymer. Adaptogenic, of course. Of course.
Yeah, we all know what that is, right? We all took biochemistry.
Looking up some old friends.
Don't start that again. He's ancient history.
Yeah, tell yourself that. Tell yourself that won't be a major plot point of the movie. We know how these stories are told.
I'd watch out for Brucey if I were you girls. First he wines and dines you, makes you think you're the only woman he's ever been interested in. And just when you're wondering where to register the china, he forgets your phone number.
Yeah, Bruce has a tendency to leave quite a trail of wreckage behind him, even in his social life. Some of it's the facade, I think, and some of it just shows you how much he struggles with actual personal relationships.
That one girl. What was her name? Yes, Andrea Beaumont. How'd you let her get loose?
Thanks for the handkerchief, Arthur. You know where you can stick it.
Yeah, what a jerk. He knows exactly what he's talking about. He was just speaking to her. I mean, I'm jumping ahead a little bit, but we know that.
Andrea.
No mention of this character until this moment. This is the beginning of this part of the Batman lore. And I love it. It really works.
Yes? I thought you were saying something. Well, to me, I mean.
No.
Okay.
No shame about it at all. That's great. Gotta talk to your family sometimes.
I heard my name. I thought, who are you talking to?
My mother.
Yeah, that's what you do when you go to a cemetery and visit loved ones. I mean, I've done that.
It's just that when I talk to her out loud, I can imagine how she'd reply.
I talked to my parents. I made a vow.
What vow?
A secret one.
Have you kept your vow?
So far.
Kinda. I mean, he hasn't really become Batman yet, but yeah, it's quite the part of his psychology, the vow that he made to his parents and the vow that he made to prevent something like that from ever happening again, even though it's impossible. Yeah, over every bright moment of this movie, the clouds are looming. Very literal foreshadowing.
Okay, Scares, we're done shopping.
Well, Bruce, here goes.
It's pretty amazing to be able to see his first outing, even before he has the costume. Just kind of testing it, you know?
On your stomachs. Arms spread.
Who's this clown?
Say your prayers, sucker.
And first field test of this whole idea. It would have had to have, I mean, it's dangerous anyway, but it would have had to have been so dangerous in those early days. So inexperienced. Lucky he didn't get himself killed. Of course, that wouldn't happen because then there'd be no story. Hey!
Hey, Jones. There.
Bullock, but still as a patrolman. I think this is the only time we see him like that in this universe. Bullock in Cape Crusader is a much darker version of the character, let's say. Yikes. That was incredibly dangerous. Luckily, we know he survives. Ooh. Funny to think that the ball-peen hammer didn't make it into Batman's permanent tool belt. Utility belt, sorry. That's pretty bold / stupid to take down a semi-truck that you're still on. That was very close. That could have been the end of Batman right there. Yeah, no grappling hook for a quick exit on that one. Just climbing up the side of a building to try to escape.
It's been 3 days since we met and still no calls. I figured you must be dead or something.
That's funny. Flirtatious and confident all at once.
Jiu-jitsu is no joke. It takes years to master.
Hey!
Miss Hovey's self-defense class for girls.
You know, this is part of what's perfect about her character, or how they've written her. She knows how to perfectly counter all of the darkness he has.
Nice footwork. Can you dance too?
They gave her some great lines, too. Very, very charming lines. But she meets him at every level. She's his equal in every way. They don't write her as just some kind of, you know, side character.
You always were a loser.
Who's that?
Ghost of Christmas Future approaching you in a cemetery. Pretty much pure nightmare fuel. I would love to see this story done in live action. I think it'd be amazing.
Time to pay for your sins, Mr. Radomski.
Yeah. Phantasm is not scared of you in the least. It is the looming threat you can't stop.
Catch this!
That was quite the trick. I didn't know the Phantasm was a magician, too.
You always were a loser, Mr. Bronsky. Farewell, Mr. Bronsky.
I like how he thinks that farewell meant just that he was going to leave him alone now. Yeah, he chased you through a cemetery just to leave you in a grave on your own. Nope. Death by angel statue.
Oh, man.
It's the bat! It's the stinking bat!
I mean, this just seems unfair. You see a shadow, like, silhouetted against the moonlight over on the horizon, and you automatically think Batman? I mean, come on. Other people can go out at night.
Buzz.
Yeah, someone's filling a target on their back, isn't he?
No.
Sal Valestra, your angel of death awaits.
What do you mean you won't? You have to go after him.
He didn't do it. The Batman does not kill. Period.
I mean, to be fair, Gordon does have solid ground to fall back on. They don't have any evidence it was Batman. You're just going off public hysteria.
I'll have no part of it.
Any ideas?
He's usually here by now.
How would you know, Bullock? You don't call him. He comes when Gordon has the signal on. He doesn't come for other people. Not usually, anyway. That's quite a shot. The Batman shadow against the Wayne tombstone.
I think they could afford a weed eater.
That's amazing. I forgot they did it that way.
Mom, but the whole world's going to seed.
Kind of mirroring their first meeting.
You. Bruce?
I mean, that is a conclusion to jump to. He could have just been standing by it, but she's not wrong, obviously. Quite a way for her to find out. It's so beautifully animated, even the things like the rain falling off of him and stuff. Maybe I'm being overly impressed by simple things, but there was just something different about this show and this movie. Gee, I wonder if this will come back at any point in the movie. Who'll take something like this and utilize it in a creepy and horrifying way?
I think we'll really see any of this in our lifetime.
You'll see this. Bruce will specifically find use for that.
Dad's been wanting to meet you, but I told him you're not up to it yet.
Oh, I can meet him.
Great. I'll call him right now.
Interesting seeing Bruce headed off in a direction where he might have been happy, you know. It's beautiful, but also sad.
Wait!
I gotta stop this.
Bruce, no.
Oh, what do you expect me to do? Just stand here?
Just come back to me in one piece, please.
Wow. See the actual fear. She loves him. They have this wonderful future potentially. And she's scared, very rightfully, that something like this could end that. Could be over that quick. He's unarmed fighting 3 armed criminals on motorcycles. I mean, he threw one in the river. This is also why she knew he was Batman. She put that together with this memory, I'm sure. It's like, I've seen Bruce do things like this before. Can't get distracted. I mean, you might have got the money. You lost your motorcycle. Although, maybe you stole it.
God, you're all right. I was so frightened. Come on, let me have a look at you.
Andrea, please.
The conflict of the two sides of him. The side that feels like he needs what ends up becoming Batman, and the side that desperately wants to live a happy life with Andrea.
I don't want to let you down. I can give money to the city. They can hire more cops. Please. I need it to be different now.
This scene always gets me. He's begging for permission to have a life. He's begging his dead parents for it to be okay, for him to have a life and be happy.
I know I made a promise, but I didn't see this coming. I didn't count on being happy.
To think that his parents would want anything for him but to be happy.
Please, tell me that it's okay.
Maybe they already have. Maybe they sent me.
It's just so beautifully done. They don't linger on these things for very long. It's very quickly and effectively done, but very well written, very well executed. All of that is a memory while he was watching her at dinner.
All I want to know is it true? Is the Batman really hitting our people?
I suppose you could demand police protection.
What are you, a comedian?
I'm trying to remember. I don't remember the story, this part of the story, if it was this guy who double-crossed the Beaumonts later on in the story. Well, as we're remembering origins and stuff.
Don't wait up.
Meaning I trust that once you're done with him, you'll be seeing her?
You think you know everything about me, don't you?
I bloody well ought to.
Well, you're wrong.
First of all, he's not wrong. And second of all, I always loved this version of Alfred. He was infinitely loyal for Bruce. He was always there for Bruce, but he never put up with any BS from him either. Alfred had the receipts, let's say.
It's some sort of hush-hush deal. You can't even say when we'd be coming back.
Will you at least let me try to talk you out of it?
Bruce had to beg his parents for him to be able to have this life, and now it seems to be trying to leave him.
I'm no good at this. What do you say?
Of course I will. I wasn't in the plan.
I'm changing the plan.
They actually had him propose to her. It just adds to the tragedy, this alternate universe Bruce that he was headed off to be, where he actually could have had a happy life. And then at the last moment, it was taken away.
Looks like Dad's got company. Business-type company. Good night, Bruce. Alfred.
Yes?
Yeah, there's no way he could have known. No way he could have known that would be the last time.
Alfred, what's wrong?
This just arrived, sir.
Yeah, just look at Alfred's face.
Left with Dad. Too young. Need time. Forget about me.
You're supposed to go all the way from being engaged and about to start your life together to forget about me without really a goodbye or much of an actual reason. And then that's the thing that sends him hurtling off into the darkness once and for all. Something monumental about the first time he puts on the cowl.
My God.
Well, I guess it's going to work. He just kind of field tested it against Alfred and scared him a little bit. Surprised those things still move. Well, not so much after that, but...
I hate that song. Welcome, Paisan.
And here we have one of the definitive Jokers of anyone ever to perform the role.
What's an old-timer like you want with a two-timer like me?
Business.
Ooh, business sounds like fun.
See, that is the terrifying part about this Joker.
Hold on to your hat and watch those valuables. It's going to be a bumpy ride.
Is that he's so exuberant and he's actually funny, but he's always right on the razor's edge of murderous rage, let's say.
Down, Rusty. Can't be too careful with all those weirdos around.
Oh, poor Rusty. But that is funny. You can't be too careful with all those weirdos around.
It's Batman. He's gone nuts.
Wouldn't it be great if I'd finally driven him off the deep end?
Joker wants to take Batman down just because he thinks it would be funny. It would be the ultimate joke. That's what makes it worth it for him.
$5 million up front with whatever you want to finish him off.
What do I look like? Pest control?
Yeah. Joker doesn't work for money. He works for the fun of the chaos that he creates.
Of course I'll help you out. No way is anybody gonna hurt my pal Sal. That's what I want to see. A nice big smile.
Oh. I mean, Mark Hamill does a lot with his voice there, but the way they animate that Joker, both, again, joyful and exuberant, but terrifying at the same time, because he kill you on the turn of a moment.
Where's your father now?
Haven't a clue.
That's not what you told Reeves.
You had me bugged, is that it?
I can read lips.
Get out.
What is she mad at him for, or is she just protecting herself, I wonder? I guess that is the part I never really understood. He didn't do anything to wrong her. She's the one who left him. She didn't have much of a choice, but... I guess we're not supposed to know that at this moment.
Your angel of death awaits.
You're not Batman after all.
Yeah, that felt too easy. Again, a movie for children in the 90s.
Soon his name will be all over town, to say nothing of his legs and hands.
Yeah. Joker's whole vibe is to be joyful over chaos, death, and destruction. Just for the sake of itself, really. I mean, the Phantasm is a little bit at a disadvantage here. They're on foot, running from the bat plane. They might be good, but I don't know if they're that good.
This madness ends now.
Yeah, everyone thinks you're Batman. Already given him more trouble than he has. He's already got most of the cops against him.
Batman, you are under arrest.
Hey, we thought that Batman was good at disappearing. Phantasm is a downright magician.
Take it down. I gotta get closer.
It is amazing, with all the good that he's done, that there are so many cops that are willing to shoot at Batman and potentially kill him.
Prepare for tear gas.
Oh yeah, that'll work. Batman's gone against all kinds of villains with all kinds of deadly things, but the tear gas, that's gonna do it.
Hey, wait!
Yeah, just fire randomly into a construction site. I'm sure we won't hit anything important.
Alpha 3 to ground. He's down. We have him.
Yeah, I know it looks that way, but how many times have you thought you've had him in the past? Yeah, just kill somebody who's, not done anything to you. Although I guess they do think he's a murder suspect at this point.
Andrea.
Hurry!
I mean, she just happened to be in the neighborhood. That's how that works, right? He's lucky she was there when she was. That could have been the end of Batman.
I still need to know why you're not telling me the truth about your father.
Time for one of our last bits of exposition there.
Give me one more day. I swear I'll get the money.
24 hours. This time tomorrow, we'll have the money, or I'll have your heart in my hand.
I mean, what would you do if you were in a bad way with three gangsters like this and they were going to tear your whole life apart? Kill you and potentially the people you love.
But I can't leave. Bruce proposed to me.
If I don't pay him back within 24 hours,
They'll find us and they'll kill us both.
Why'd you get involved with these people?
Yeah, you risked everything, including your daughter's future. Her future was stolen from her, too. It wasn't just that she left because of something with Bruce. She had no choice.
It would never be enough. They wanted interest compounded in blood. You had to find another way.
The man in the costume, your father.
Yeah, it was as logical a reasoning as any, that he would come back and try to deal with it that way if they wouldn't let him off, if they wanted him dead no matter what.
That's twice now I've come into your life and screwed it up.
Even after all this time, that little spark of hope that maybe their chance isn't gone. Something he never imagined would have been possible after she left.
Can we make it work this time?
You know it's going to come down between me and your father.
Daddy doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah, if only it were that simple. Unfortunately, it's going to be far more difficult than that.
It's so good to see you and Miss Beaumont together again. Might one ask what this bodes for your alter ego?
I'm not sure, Alfred.
Maybe if they were able to be together, he wouldn't feel like he needed to be Batman anymore. Maybe she was the one person who could make him feel that way.
Is something wrong?
Oh, no.
Makes you wonder if he hadn't figured it out, if there might have been some kind of future. Or maybe she wouldn't have survived, who knows.
I worked for Beaumont. I didn't know what he was doing.
Oh, but you knew about it afterwards and put it to good use, eh?
Oh, put it to good use makes me think I was right about him being behind turning in Beaumont, that he betrayed them.
I'll explain everything tonight, okay?
I'll see you then.
We're talking about the old man and the spawn of his loins just happens to call.
Yeah, that is not something you want filling your field of vision, is that maniacal face of Joker. That'll be the terrifying last thing you ever see.
Oh, no!
Oh, no. He's laughing while he's petrified.
My first election campaign, I was running out of money and asked Beaumont for help. He said no.
Yeah, so you turned him over to organized crime and they took him out.
I was broke, desperate. They said all they wanted was their money back.
Yeah, you believed mobsters and turned them loose on your old boss. You try to live with the guilt of that. Probably not a good idea to sneak into places and answer the phone.
I believe my party's been disconnected.
What's funny about Joker is how funny he finds himself. But yeah, that thing didn't even get to you and it blew the apartment apart.
My
But he paid you. Dad?
Yeah, that makes sense. He was the one who actually did it. Paid the money back and comes home to find him dead anyway. Because they wouldn't let it go. Because of the insult of it, I suppose.
So you figured it out.
Costume's a bit theatrical, but hey, who am I to talk?
I mean, very much so. If anyone's gotten theatrical with their persona, Joker, I think you'd be right at the top of the list.
I can blow smoke too, toots.
How do you find a flower that can shoot acid? Seems like it would burn up.
You could teach old Batsy a thing or two about disappearing.
Ever see Joker get kicked in the balls before? Well, now you have.
You won't hear a giggle out of me.
I don't feel like that was the original function of that robot. Psycho mode. Ooh, no one expects the baloney as a weapon.
About a little pick-me-up.
How about a little pick-me-up? That's a little more than a little pick-me-up. That's a huge jet engine that's about to cut this woman to ribbons. I mean, full marks for Batman for this stunt. I don't know how you pull this off, but it was quick thinking.
Look what they did to us. What we could have had. They had to pay.
What will vengeance solve?
If anyone knows the answer to that, Bruce, it's you.
What will vengeance solve as you're wearing your Batman cowl? To be honest, she had a very similar trajectory to what you did. She had a horrible tragedy that consumed her life and made her into something else. Quite a setting for a final fight. Plus, you're being followed by a building. Ooh, nice shot. It's like seeing them as King Kong and Godzilla fighting over the skyline of Gotham, crashing into buildings. Joker never has any shortage of deadly toys around to try to take out Batman. Well, that was quick thinking. That was a 3-for-1 right there.
There are 20 miles of tunnels under this place filled with high explosives.
Again, chaos just for the sake of chaos. Doesn't really matter why.
In 5 minutes, everything goes up.
One of the most terrifying things can be a villain who has a good point. Another can be a villain with whom you just cannot reason. Like what they said in the Nolan movies, they don't want anything logical. They want to watch the world burn. I mean, that was a good shot right at the last moment there. The fact that he was able to catch him.
Doing it! Let me go or we'll both die! Whatever it takes!
Yeah. What you didn't consider is that Batman doesn't want anything logical either, other than justice, or what he sees as justice. That does not involve letting you get away.
For once, I'm stuck without a punchline.
They did give him some great lines in here, too. They always do.
One way or another, it ends tonight. Goodbye, my love.
Tragic ending to their story. What could have been? Is something that shows the level of Joker's madness, that even in the face of his own death, his reaction isn't to snap out of this persona and, oh my god, I'm gonna die. It's insane, maniacal laughter, even at the prospect of his own death. We talk about Kevin Conroy as Batman. Mark Hamill deserves all kinds of credit for his portrayals of Joker over the years. Yeah, he barely got out of there himself. Who knows how Andrea got out.
I couldn't save her, Alfred.
I don't think she wanted to be saved, sir. You walk the edge of that abyss every night. You haven't fallen in, and I thank heaven for that.
Alfred is such an important part of this universe, especially this Alfred. Sometimes he's the only thing that keeps Bruce from falling over the edge. I always took that as a signal from her to him that she survived, at least. But maybe that's not what it meant. I don't know.
I'm sorry. Do you want to be alone?
I am.
Wow. Let's hear it for, I think it was Dana Delany. She did an amazing job in that role as well. his hero shot moment with the signal in the sky. Well, that's it, folks. Let's go to the wrap-up. Well, what can you say about Batman Mask of the Phantasm? Dana Delany, I did have that right, Andrea Beaumont. She did a fantastic job in there too. I do wonder in future projects if they had her come back to voice the character again. Probably, I would imagine. She's somebody I've seen in a bunch of different on-screen roles, but she's also apparently done a ton of voiceover work in her career as well, especially in her later career, more recent career. It was just such an interesting moment, especially considering that it was based off of this show doing so well that momentum carried them into, hey, we can do a theatrical release animated Batman film, and it was actually worth theatrical release. I still would have loved it even if it had just been like a TV movie or something, and basically with the length of it, it was kind of like a double-length episode of Batman the Animated Series, and we've had some great double-length episodes of Batman the Animated Series. But people talk about this being a great Batman movie just in its own right, or even their favorite Batman movie, or what they think is the greatest Batman movie. I can see where they're coming from on that, but I still don't know if I agree looking at it. As much as I absolutely love Batman the Animated Series, and will always love Kevin Conroy's portrayal of Batman, Mark Hamill's portrayal of Joker, I actually had long said that if they wanted a model for like modern versions of Batman and the Joker that would work really well, what they should look at is the Arkham games, because again, you have the Kevin Conroy, Mark Hamill performances there, but you have a much more modern and compelling design of the characters. If you were to try to transition that to live action, I feel like it would have a far greater chance of working well. Honestly, as far as live action Batman movies, right now my favorite has been The Batman with Robert Pattinson, and I didn't expect that to be the case necessarily. I really like the Nolan movies, but as I've kind of gotten further on, I appreciate what they were doing, and I appreciate how seriously they took the material, but there's things that aggravate me about the Nolan movies too. Things that were kind of needless changes that aggravate me. Doesn't take away from the quality. I still love those movies. Heath Ledger's Joker is still incredible. I need to watch all those out here, just so we can, watch through them together, talk about them. I want to watch the Batman out here too, because I watched Superman out here. I really wish they would take the Robert Pattinson Batman and use that as their Batman in the universe, but I keep hearing that they're not going to do that. They're going to do something else. I just feel like it's going to get confusing. But as far as this Batman movie, compared on its own merits as a Batman movie against other like live action Batman movies, I think that the statement of it being a great Batman movie makes sense, but I think it also makes the most sense compared to what was out around the time that this came out. Like if you compare this Batman movie to the Tim Burton Batman movies where Michael Keaton played Batman, or to especially the Joel Schumacher Batman movies where Val Kilmer and then George Clooney played Batman, I would say this movie's definitely better. Nothing against George Clooney, I just don't think he was good casting for Batman. I think this movie is definitely better than his Batman movie, Batman and Robin. It's probably better than Batman Forever with Val Kilmer, even though I liked his portrayal. You get to Michael Keaton and Batman, this is where you get a little more contention. And this is right around the time all this was happening too. Like I said, I'm pretty sure, I don't know exactly when it was, but I'm pretty sure this came out right around the time Batman Returns did. So I could see it more as a comparison there. If you're comparing it to the Nolan Batman movies, or even The Batman with Robert Pattinson, it's not even, I feel like one's better or one's worse. It's just there's so much of a time difference in how movies are made to look, the feel of them, what they were trying to do in those universes. I just feel like they're kind of too different to compare really that much. I kind of feel like that when you're comparing the Tim Burton Batman movies to like say the Christopher Nolan Batman movies. I just feel like they're too far removed from each other, and they're in different kind of time periods doing different things. And I feel like people are always going to be biased toward what their kind of definitive like entry point to Batman was. It helps define how you see the character. It certainly has for me. Batman the Animated Series and Michael Keaton's Batman and the comics have certainly done a lot to define how I see Batman. So everything is then held to that standard. One of the things that's the most remarkable about Kevin Conroy's portrayal, because again, he's just a voice actor, but he finds a way to breathe life into this role in a unique way, just with his voice acting. The creation of the dual voices, the Bruce Wayne voice and the Batman voice. It's like the Bruce Wayne voice being much closer to Kevin Conroy's actual voice, but that Batman voice he's created, which is the actual voice of the character, That is who this character is. Bruce Wayne is the facade, the thing he puts up to throw people off the scent. Batman is who he is. And Kevin Conroy was the one who really kind of, in interviews, has laid out that was the characterization he was going for. That's the one I find the most compelling. Creating all of that with the voice. He just did such an astounding job. I feel so grateful to have been able to experience what he's added to the character. It just, comparing it to what they did in the Nolan movies and even carried over to Ben Affleck's portrayal with this kind of voice modulated, like breathy growl kind of thing that he does. It is not intimidating. It does not do the job as far as I'm concerned. This is always my standard of the voice that kind of does the job. It can be soft and deliberative, but it can also be aggressive and terrifying at a moment's notice. So what else can I say? I am and will always be a huge fan of Batman the Animated Series. This is just that universe being done up a little fancier as an actual feature-length film and brought to theaters. I remember seeing it as a child. I loved seeing it as a child. There's so many others I would have loved to have been able to see too. Basically to say, if you haven't watched Batman the Animated Series, go watch it. But anyway, real quick before we get out of here, I want to be sure to invite you one more time to check out the Patreon. The full-length reaction to this movie is available over on the Patreon right now. There's other full-length movie reactions over there, exclusive television show reactions, all kinds of stuff. I hope you go check it out and consider becoming a patron. Any support that you offer over there or over here is always greatly appreciated. And speaking of over here, if you'd be so kind as to go ahead and hit the like and subscribe buttons, click the bell so you can see when I'm putting out new videos. And a special thank you to my Seen Everything patrons, Aunt Vess and Stevie. Thank you so much for your support. That is it, folks. I appreciate you stopping by to watch this one with me, and I will see you on the next video. Take care.